Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Joe Edwards. Joseph Edwards. Wolverhampton Wanderers 3. Manchester City 2. I'm still on a high. It's been 2 and a bit hours after full time. We had a lot of work to do. I can't quite gather my thoughts, but all I know is Wolves have got 3 points. They've done the double of the Premier League champions of 2017-18 and 18-19, and this is an unbelievable team.
Incredible. Honestly, I'm running out of superlatives to describe this team, but that what we just witnessed was just where it. As you say, we're tingling 2.5 hours after the final whistle, and I think this, to be honest, there's been some fantastic nights under Nuno. Yeah. We're looking at United in the FA Cup and things like that. This tops the list for me.
Oh, for sure, yeah. 5 goals, a red card, VAR controversy, a penalty save, another penalty save, a rebound, a comeback from 2-0 down. It's just had it all. It had it absolutely everything.
This game had everything, and Wolves, God, their character is
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. They've got 14 points now from losing positions in the Premier League. That's the most of any team, and they just don't know when they're beaten. I mean, most teams 2-0 down against Manchester City. Yes, Man City had 10 men, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that really mattered a lot. They were down to 10 men, but most teams 2-0 down to City at home would have kind of thought, well, this isn't our day.
Yeah.
Let's kind of take stock, try and get something at Liverpool or focus on Watford.
Yeah.
But Wolves, that's not their style.
It's not in their makeup. It's not in Nuno's makeup.
Exactly, and their character, the drive, the nous as well, and the sheer ability just completely shone through in that final half an hour. Adama Traore, absolutely magnificent, but everybody in the Wolves shirt did themselves completely proud. But I think you have to say Traore again. I think you're looking at that City team. They're looking at him with envy, because I think he could get into any team at the moment.
Well, I know it's ridiculous, and people say about it. We've kind of speculated about polls, how much he's worth, and it doesn't matter because it's how much he's worth to Wolves. Adama Traore, okay, it doesn't matter whether it's happened overnight or if it's happened over 3 or 4 or 5 years. He's world class. He's a world class player at this moment in time. Yeah. Not one person in the world football wants to play against Adama Traore. Manchester City, one of the best clubs in the world, and he is making them look like a bit of a mug.
He's making them look
in both games
like complete idiots. He's making them look like he made Mendy look like an absolute fool.
Well, he won't be playing for a while, by the way.
Well, exactly. I mean, Mendy makes the schoolboy error of trying to shield the ball out of the play and out-muscle Traore, which doesn't happen.
No.
You just don't out-muscle Traore.
It's like me on the weights.
There you go. But you don't do that to Traore. He's going to get the better of you, and he's not just brawn these days, he's brains.
Yeah.
He picks the ball.
I like that line.
Oh, thank you. He picks the ball off of Mendy, squares it across to Jimenez to make it 2. So after a fantastic goal to equalise from Traore. I mean, very reminiscent of that Spurs goal a few weeks back.
Sure.
But that's the key, really. It's not a one-off. He's not just had a pot shot from range. He's done it in consecutive home games. So,
confidence is sky high from inside. There's, like I said, I think I tweeted out that there's chances last season where he wouldn't even thought about a shot. He would have been looking left, looking right. Who can I pass to? He doesn't want to take the responsibility on. Then if he did, he'd drag it wide. The crowd would go, oh, he'd go head down. He'd trudge back to the halfway line. Nuno try and give him a little bit of a pep talk. It's just a completely different animal.
He's acting on instinct now, as where last season it was completely acting on instruction. There's another line for you.
Didn't like it as much, but okay.
I'll try and find another one. When he was very much being coached last season, kind of playing on the touchline, always seeking guidance from Nuno. How can I do this? How can I do that? Now he's kind of, yes, he's acting on the manager's instruction, but he's using his own kind of intelligence to outwit players. Interesting of him today is that he wasn't really kind of playing
hooking that right hand line.
No, he wasn't. He was playing quite centrally. That's where
he used to play for Middlesbrough, actually.
That's where we troubled City in that reverse fixture as well. And by God, has he done it again? He was sensational.
Yeah. Look, it seems like a long time ago when Edison got sent off, and I don't think there were too many arguments about it. Pep didn't really go too much or wax lyrical about it. He said it is what it is. It was a quick moment. So I think that's fair enough. Still frustrating though when they go 1-0 down, and of course we've got to talk about it because at the time, and I'm pleased that we're not talking about it at the end, the end of full time, and it's dominating. What is an incredible win. But the whole VAR, I say controversy because, but to the letter of the law, I guess they got it right. But it's not that they were frustrated about. It's just that you could see the same incident next week and it might not be a penalty, it might not be encroachment. You just don't know, and the length of time it's taking, the whole breakdown of it, the fans, the frustration, it's just everything about it. Not just because it's gone against Wolves, but it's not right and it needs changing.
It does. I mean, if the Chiefs of the Premier League were wondering, how can we change VAR? This is a clear example of the flaws of the technology. I mean, yes, the decision was right in the end. The encroachment by Cody, he's the one interfering with players. He clears the ball after Patricio save. Great saves by Patricio for both penalties. I mean, really hard done by with Sterling scoring in the end. But it's just this VAR. Yes, you are trying to clear up the game, make things a bit clearer, and avoid mistakes. But the thing is, I've said it before, and I kind of stick to it. I think they've muddied the waters further. You're opening yourselves up to further mistakes. It happens in one game, but then you don't pick it up in another. Wolves have been very harshly treated by VAR. I don't think they've had a goal overturned in their favour.
No.
It's all been kind of to the detriment to Wolves. I think they're due something, but
they're going further and further back, and then it's going to be a foul here. Then if there's a foul that led to a goal, and an indirect pass to a pass. I mean, they've gone so over the top with it, and it's ruining it for fans, and it's ruining it for football. You just want to see football being played, and this is preventing football. And not only that, it's getting the whole stadium, albeit because they've conceded in the end, in a terrible mood. The whole atmosphere died for 20 minutes, half an hour, and when they're all saying FVAR, whatever, throughout, which I know a lot of people are saying, but look, some of the Manchester City fans were joining in as well, when they've gone 1-0 up. So, it's not just us. There's plenty of people who have this opinion, and it's people who are more important than us, who are probably getting paid a lot more than us to discuss at the end of the season, because it needs to change, because we don't, we love this game, we love reporting on it, and it's spoiling it.
Yeah, it's making referees worse as well, and it's almost scapegoating referees, to be honest. Martin Atkinson was booed out the building here tonight, but
it's not really his fault, is it?
What can he do?
Fault.
I mean, what can he do? He's just been instructed by the guys in Stockley Park who have the monitors. It is crazy. It's making referees worse. They're scared to make decisions, and then when they do make decisions, they're second guessing themselves. I think there really needs to be a kind of a thorough investigation into VAR in improving it.
So Wolves go 1-0 down, frustrating. It's 10 men, but you think they come out, and all of a sudden Raheem Sterling, goes clear. Then Donker plays him on side, and look, he doesn't need a second chance, does he? Lovely finish, 2-0 down against the Premier League champions. You're struggling.
Yeah, it was just Dendonker's tried to be a bit clever and play Sterling offside, but it's a perfectly weighted and timed pass from De Bruyne. Clever run from Sterling. He's still got a fair bit to do. Waits for Patricio to come out and lifts it over him. Really good finish from Sterling. But you've kind of thought at that point City were home and house, but that last half an hour, Wolves really turned on the style and made City pay.
Yeah, Traore absolutely studying to bring them back to 2-2. Well, I mean, 2-1, and then obviously with the pass for Raul for 2-2, and then Doc. I mean, I'm just going down the stairs to try and fans, and obviously there's huge eruption. Doc's going mental. Fantastic.
What a finish as well.
Tell me about it, because I haven't seen it yet.
So he cuts inside from this right-hand side, puts Otamendi on his arse, and then puts it left-footed, curl out right into the far corner. And I mean, Matt Doherty, yes, we've seen him score goals before. He's always good for a goal. But in the 90th minute against Man City, to complete probably the most remarkable turnaround we've seen at Molineux in many a year, if ever.
Yeah.
What a calm head. What a cool character. Fair play to Doc. And the scenes, the celebrations will last a lifetime, because, as I say, this night was truly, truly incredible.
Yeah, truly incredible. Merseyside going mental as well, half of Merseyside going mental when they saw that. I mean, the title is over. I think it's absolutely 100% over. Look, Wolves 2 points away from fourth, fifth going into this ridiculous game in 43 or 42 or whatever, how many hours, 11 hours time against Liverpool. We've talked about that they can finish in the Europa League positions. There's no problem about that. They're 2 points away from a Champions League spot. Now, can we dream? I think, why not? Why not? Why? We keep on writing this side off, or people keep on writing this side off. Maybe not us.
Yeah.
But look, stranger things have happened, and they will fancy their chances against Liverpool. That is a free hit now. And we talk about squad rotation. You talk about preventing injury, but I guarantee you, those 11 players, those 13 players that came on tonight, will want to play against Anfield. Don't care whether it's 2 days turnaround or less than 2 days turnaround. They'll want to be starting, and they'll fancy the chances.
Well, even if it is squad rotation,
And now we'll talk at this pitch.
even if it is squad rotation, you bring 2 or 3 players in. Vinagre and Neto really bright again, coming on tonight. Direct pace, taking risks, looking to take man on, get crosses into the box. If both of them play against Liverpool on a Sunday, yes, they're not probably your first choice happen, but they're not significantly weakening the team either. So, in terms of can Wolves dream of the Champions League? I mean, they're certainly going a good way about it, and I don't think you should rule it out. I don't think it's something to be ruled out. I don't think it's necessarily something. Yes, we're going to do it, and kind of boast about it, but they're firmly in the race. Jose Mourinho said it a couple of weeks ago. Pep Guardiola. I mean, he's kind of got to say it, I guess, having been.
That's the question, and knowing that
knowing that they've lost to Wolves tonight, but he says they're in the race as well for the top 4. Champions League football. Wolves have made not light work of the Europa League, but have adjusted to it very, very well. Could they dream of the Champions League? As I say, don't think you can rule it out, to be honest.
Champions League through the league, and Champions League when they win the Europa as well.
Well, yeah, double trouble.
Absolutely, double trouble. Wolves 3, Manchester City 2. For the post match reaction. Yep, go to expressionstar.com.